Beautiful, beautiful Cyrodiil. I am free. I am a free man, a free lizard, if you may. Alright. Let us see where we're going. Deliver the amulet. I should take the Amulet of Kings to Jauffre at Weynon Priory, near the city of Chorrol. Okay. It's not too far of a walk. We'll just cut through the Imperial City and make our way up to Weynon Priory. I always loved that in Oblivion, it marked all of the major cities as discovered. To me, it always made a lot of sense, just because it is the thing of, yeah, if you have a map, you're going to know where the cities are on the map, because each of the cities are labeled. So, to me, it always made sense. It was the thing of, yeah, if you have a map and it shows the cities, you know where the cities are, so therefore you could, in theory, travel to them without any issue. Villia, 27th of last seed, 3rd era, year 433. I suddenly recall a rumor I heard recently about a Nord girl at the waterfront who seemed to be in deep trouble. Maybe I should go there and check if there's something I can do for her. We'll come back for her most likely. Don't have time for that just yet. We're kind of in a rush. The Emperor's been killed. I have the Amulet of Kings. I need to get it to Jauffre. But no, let me just put that on hold while I just help some Nord girl who's in trouble. You know, what's more important? Nord girl I don't know, or the fate of the Empire? It's really hard to pick, if you ask me. And I could very well just fast travel to Chorrol, but I'd rather just walk because it gives us the chance to explore along the way, to level up, to increase my skills, and just, you know, see the countryside. I'm not going to start off a playthrough by already just fast traveling and skipping stuff. To me, that just seems kind of pointless. There will obviously be times where I do fast travel, but for this, it's just not entirely necessary. There are definitely a lot of things that I want to do. There are a lot of things I want to explore. Just from what I showed you on the map when I was showing off Chorrol and everything, you might have noticed that we have Elsewhere. One of the mods I have is a quest mod that takes place in Elsewhere. And Rimmon is even discovered, which I'm very excited about. And you have a northern border, which takes you right into Riverhold, and then you have the border east, which takes you into Rimmon. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't used Darnified UI before this. This is my first time using it on Oblivion, and I have to say that I really like the changes that it makes. I think it feels a lot cleaner. I feel that Oblivion's UI made a lot of sense for console, but on PC it wasn't super well optimized. I understand why it was the same on PC as it was on console, but having something that was designed with PC in mind for Darnified UI definitely made things a lot better. What were you guys talking about?
Greetings, Argonian.
Wrong button, I am sorry.
Excuse me, I'm on duty.
Have you heard any rumors?
The feedback isn't fancy, but it fills you up.
I don't know if that's a rumor so much as it is a recommendation, but thank you.
Goodbye.
I appreciate it. After playing Morrowind so much, I just hit space to interact with people.
Yes?
It's just what I'm used to. Ignar Rod Block. Well, you have nothing to say to me at all. Well,
Be seeing you.
thank you for your time, I suppose. Ooh. The arena. Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. Wanted. The Grey Fox. Wanted for theft, embezzlement, forgery, pickpocketing, counterfeiting, burglary, conspiracy to commit theft, grand larceny, tax evasion, slander, fraud, perfidy, and impertinence. Description. Wears a gray cloak that conceals his appearance. Presumed male and Colovian. Height between 5 and 6 feet. Normal weight. Hair and eye color unknown. Any citizen with information should contact the Imperial Watch. I always loved the Imperial City. To me, it's one of the coolest locations in not only Oblivion, but just in the series.
How they recruit new members.
I hear you.
The feed bag isn't fancy, but it fills you up. Bye.
You'll always lead stuffed, assuming you can keep it down.
Ugh.
Yes.
Have you ever bought a magic staff at Rindier's?
I don't know that
I've never bought one there.
Everyone's just
But I've
talking
heard
over
many
each other,
mages
so
swear
only
by
some of the subtitles are popping up, because the game's trying to figure out who it should be listening to or who it should be showing off the subtitles for. Alright, let me just quickly take a look. Yeah, I was pretty sure that we were in the right place, because we're just going to cross through here, make our way across the road, and I forgot how close Chorrol was. It makes things a lot just more convenient if you have to try and get there in a hurry, which we're trying to do.
Who will help an old beggar?
Oh, no coins, Draninus.
I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids.
Oh, no, I understand. It's okay. Here, have a coin.
Thank you, kind sir.
It's okay. We gotta look out for each other, right? I don't think I have much gold. Truth be told. I have 56. Okay, yeah. I could afford to part with the one septum that I gave him. That's fine. I also went the wrong way. That was just me not paying attention entirely. Man, the assassins really just found a way in. They snuck in. Oh, man. They murdered the Emperor. And they got away with it pretty easily. You would think that the Emperor might have more blades at his disposal, which, I mean, he does, or he did. He just didn't have that many in the palace just because they weren't expecting it. It was just a surprise attack and it came out of nowhere. But as it is, the assassins think they've won. They think that all septums are dead, which is why it's so important that we kind of keep this news of a secret heir to ourselves. Otherwise, guess who's going to be next up on the chopping block? I do have my render distance set to the maximum, but it is just the thing of, yeah, it is a 13-year-old game. Oblivion just celebrated 13 years, and to me that's crazy, because I still think it's a really incredible game, a really good-looking game, despite the fact that it's like, oh yeah, no, the render distance makes it look like someone just melted down some crayons over there in the background. Just shaped them a little bit into what might resemble a mountain. And they're like, alright, good enough. You found Wey. Hello.
You know, stranger, there comes a time in every man's life when he has to admit that he's lost the fight. Well, I've fought and I've lost.
Oh.
Who did I lose to? Who is my great enemy? Oh, don't laugh. It's a bunch of damn fish.
I'm not gonna laugh, but is there any way that I can help?
Go on and wait. Help? Oh, well then. I'm a fisherman. Or at least I was. Until one of those slaughterfish damn near took my leg off. I was collecting their scales, see? I had a contract with this young alchemist. You wouldn't believe what he was paying for those scales. Then, last month, one of the bastards got a hold of my leg. Took me right out of the business. But this alchemist, he needs the scales right away.
About those scales.
The alchemist was paying so much for the scales that I'm close to having enough saved so that I can retire. But now I can't get out there to the lake. Not with this leg. I only needed 12 more scales. Can you believe it? I was so close. I've picked up a few things in my travel. If you head out there and bring me back the 12 scales that I need, I can make it worth your time. Help an old fisherman out, won't you?
I'll help you, don't worry. Only 12 scales from dangerous fish That took you out of commission. Yeah, only 12. I'm waiting for him to say, oh yeah, I only got 2 on my own, but you only need to get 12.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. I got what you need.
Not suspicious at all.
You need something special?
Oh.
Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
So he's getting a little bit of a face glitch, and because of it, it just looks like he had a stroke or something.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
Oh, in the shadow of Sithis? Alright, not suspicious at all. Okay, so... Oh, is this only going to be for followers? I don't know if this is going to fix him at all. Invalid. NPC. Yeah, must be following player. Okay. I was afraid it wasn't going to work, but... Oh well. I tried.
You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, because it's only his eyes that are having the glitch. I don't know.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Oh, Jesus, he has 2,000 gold. Alright. I'm going to sell you this staff.
A fine transaction.
And I'll sell him the leather armor just because I'm not going to be using that.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Are you sure it's more than you usually pay? I'm not sure you can see with your eyelids looking like that. I will hold on to the rest of this for now.
Thank you.
Oh,
Come
his
again.
eyes are better now. Kind of. A little. Slightly.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
Yeah, you're very suspicious, my friend. Even with the occasional face glitch or anything, it's really not gonna be too bad. It's still easier to mod Oblivion and make a really cool modded game of Oblivion than it is to mod out Morrowind and have that completely stable. I feel like it's still easier to overhaul your Oblivion and make it feel a little bit more modern than it is for Morrowind. But once again, 13-year-old game versus, what, like a 17-year-old game? So maybe it's not that fair to compare the two. Alright, Chorrol, Bruma, and Cheydinhal. I could also just listen to the Oblivion soundtrack all day, every day, which is another reason why I'm completely fine with doing a little bit more exploration, just wandering around and seeing the countryside. I don't think there's been a game in the Elder Scrolls series with a bad soundtrack, but I always liked Oblivion's in particular. I know there's a lot of people who weren't thrilled with Oblivion for certain reasons, whether it was the fact that they felt they didn't really get to show off the cultural differences between the Colovians and the Nibonese, or the fact that Cyrodiil was retconned to not be lush jungles anymore because of Tiber Septim and everything he did. Okay, guard! Guard, can you come back here? Guard, I could use some help. Did the guard not see the bandit? Did the guard just not care? Hey, don't run from me. Where do you think you're going? The guard just saw the bandit hanging out and said, no, it's fine. That Argonian, he can handle himself. So good to know that the guards are really looking out for us. For us everyday adventurers. Deliver the amulet. I've arrived at Weynon Priory. Now I must take the amulet kings to Jauffre. Hello there. Who are you? Would you like to talk?
What? I'm the shepherd here. Eranor's the name. And this is Weynon Priory.
Have you seen Jauffre?
If he's not sleeping or eating, he'll be fussing with his books, I reckon, over in the Priory house.
Thank you. Do you know any rumors?
I can't believe that Glistel would live with that Malintus Ancrus. Shameful, and her being such a lovely girl.
Ooh. Oh, is that so? We're getting some town gossip? Sir, why are you look so angry with me?
What?
Tutorial. In each attempt to persuade, you must admire, boast, joke, and coerce. I always thought it was weird that you had to do all four. Each of these actions raises or lowers the NPC's disposition. Don't take too long, because the NPC's disposition is steadily falling. As you highlight each possible action, the NPC's face shows his reaction to it. He will love, like, dislike, or hate each action. His disposition goes up if you select a loved or like action, but goes down if you select a disliked or hated action. Everyone hated that. The potential gain or loss for each action is based on your speechcraft and how full the wedge is. Try to select fuller wedges when they are aligned with actions the NPC likes. Try to select less full wedges when they are aligned with actions he doesn't like. Does not like boast, but he likes admire, so we're gonna do... Let's do... boast.
Blah, blah, blah. What a bore.
I'm sorry that you don't like that. We're gonna joke.
Where'd you get that? That's good.
Oh, thank you. I think you're quite lovely, sir.
I like you, too.
I like you a lot.
That's just talk.
You know what? We got it up to 30.
That's very good.
That's very good. All right, see? And now he's more neutral with me. Now he's not frowning as much. Okay.
seeing you.
As I said goodbye to him, he frowned a little bit. He doesn't like when people say goodbye to him. He has abandonment issues. You learn something new about someone every day. Hello?
Yes? Can I help you?
I must speak to Jauffre.
He's upstairs. Go ahead.
Thank you. Can I read this? What are you looking at? Assassination. You already got news of it? It just happened. Black Horse Courier. Special Edition. Emperor and heirs assassinated. Elder Council named as regents. Emperor Uriel Septim VII is dead, at the age of 87, having ruled Tamriel for 65 years. He was killed by assassins unknown. At the same time, in separate locations, the late Emperor's 3 sons and heirs, Crown Prince Geldel, 56, Prince Edmund, 55, and Prince Ebel, 53, were slain by other assassins. Investigation into the identity and motives of the assassins is underway, but the Elder Council, Imperial Guard, and Blades Guard have forbidden the publication of reports and rumors concerning the event until further notice. By ancient precedent, the Elder Council rules the Empire until a new Emperor is crowned. No direct heirs survive, and the Council has proposed no list of candidates. Chancellor Okato, Imperial Battle Mage, speaking for the Elder Council, presented an appeal to the Empire's citizens for calm and asked that the people remember the Emperor, his sons, and the Elder Council in their prayers. Emperor Uriel's early reign was marked by peace and prosperity. The Empress Kaula Voria bore him 3 healthy sons, was a loving companion to the Emperor, and a great favorite of the people. However, the Emperor and the Empire suffered terribly during the Imperial Simulacrum. Third Era, years 389 to 399, when he was held captive in Oblivion, while the usurper Jagar Tharn assumed his appearance and ruled in his stead. Emperor Uriel was finally rescued and restored, and the impostor defeated by the agency of the sorceress Rhea Silmain and her shadowy protege, but the affairs of the Empire were in great disorder, and Empress Calavoria, exhausted by her ordeal, withdrew from public life. Oh man, do you think Jagar Tharn was, was she able to tell at all? It's like, oh yeah, the Emperor's wife couldn't tell that this wasn't her husband. The decades following the Restoration were once again peaceful and prosperous, but increasing political tensions among the petty states of northwest Tamriel finally erupted in the Wars of the Iliac Bays, resulting in the establishment of the modern borders of Daggerfall, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Orsinium, and culminating with the remarkable events associated with the Warp in the West. The latter years of the Emperor's reign have seen a flourishing of imperial influence in the provinces, and with the fortunate resolution of the religious wars in the Vardenfell crisis, and with the wise and firm guidance of King Helseth and his mother, Queen Berenzia, an extension of high imperial culture, even into the more remote parts of Morrowind. The Emperor's murder and the murder of his 3 sons is a terrible crime and a great tragedy for the Empire. Battle Mage Okado assures us that all the resources of the Elder Council, the Legion, the Guard, the Arcane University, and the Imperial Battle College are being employed to bring the assassins to justice. But in the meantime, the greatest tribute we citizens can offer to the memory of our beloved Emperor is to go earnestly and diligently about our daily affairs, honoring the life of the great empire he loved so much and served so faithfully for so long. Letter to Mother. Do you mind if I read your letter? I don't know if it's to you, or I don't know if it's from you or from someone else, but... Mother, please don't worry. The Elder Council knows what it is doing. Uriel was an old man. They knew he wouldn't live forever, and I'm sure they had plans for the succession. Of course, now with the 3 princes dead, it's not clear who will be the next emperor. But it's happened before. There are precedents, I'm sure. And anyway, Okado and the Council have been running the Empire for the past 15 years anyway, so there's nothing to worry about. Everything will be fine. I don't know what you've read or heard, but here at the Priory, everyone seems to think it must have been madmen or witches or crazy cultists. It doesn't look at all political. It's horrible and depressing, but the Empire will survive. There will not be rioting or civil war or another warp in the West, so please, if you like, go stay with Uncle Kor and Aunt Hara on the farm for a while. But I'm certain you'll be perfectly safe in the city. I'll try to get down to visit as soon as possible, and I hope to hear from you soon. Your loving son, Piner.
What is it now?
Alright. Jauffre?
Greetings, Argonian.
Oh, I just read your letter. I just invaded your privacy. I hope you don't mind.
I'm Brother Jauffre. What do you want?
You look very upset right now. I brought you the Amulet of Kings. The Emperor sent me to find you.
Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death?
I was there when he died.
You'd better explain yourself. Now.
Yeah, I realize that sounds a little suspicious. He gave me the Amulet of Kings.
You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it.
Here you go.
By the 9. This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
Well, here's his last words.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
Who is the Prince of Destruction?
The Prince of Destruction he referred to is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the demonic world of Oblivion. The Emperor's words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion. But all the scholars agree that the mortal world is protected from the danger of Oblivion by magical barriers.
How can Oblivion threaten us, then?
I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of.
I mean, and the assassins were probably aware of it too, let's be real. The Emperor asked me to find his son.
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
Where can I find his son?
His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Tell me of the Amulet of Kings.
It will be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move.
What kind of assistance can you offer?
I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Can I join the Blades? Hey, I'm not done with you. You get back here.
Your first priority now should be to find Martin and bring him back here.
Tell me of Boris.
One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard.
Tell me more about the Dragonfires.
The coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the Dragonfires in the Temple of the One. The Dragonfires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the Emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries.
Tell me more about Martin.
He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. You need to find him at once and bring him safely back here.
If he really is in danger, going over there immediately while I'm still just a very, very squishy Argonian just seems like a bad idea.
The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity.
And last, tell me of the Blades.
Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron. You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard.
All right.
Waste no time. You must find Martin before the enemy does.
It's gonna be a little dangerous trying to go out and find Martin immediately. Ooh, here we go. Not too shabby. Let's take the potions. I can use the iron boots, because I think I'm still wearing leather boots. And we'll get a steel bow in place of my iron bow. Alright, I think we're good then. Alright. Before we head out, I do want to just look at my inventory. One, we're going to put on the iron boots. We're going to hotkey the bow. And I just wanted to take a look at the book for the Elsewhere mod. Guide to Elsewhere and Equina. The Elsewhere Confederacy is a loose alliance of the Khajiit city-states and tribal kingdoms under the leadership of a revered spiritual icon known as the Main. The country is divided into several regions. The north is dominated by the arid plateau of Equina, a region of sandy deserts, dry savannas, and rocky badlands. Palatine to the south is a land of lush rainforest. The areas bordering Cyrodiil to the north and east are a mixture of woodland and open savanna. Corinth is a merchant city located in the Helkarn Badlands of central Elsewhere. It is ruled by a council of 5 wealthy merchant princes who control the valuable trade routes between the deserts of Equina and the jungles of Palatine. Adventures. We have the Hunters Guild, the Merchants Guild, the Thieves Guild. Cat spores. Missing cat flyers have been posted all around Corinth. Who can solve the mystery of the disappearing Alfiq cats? Oh my god, I know what we're doing. 3 Billy Goat Scruff. Okay, so this is kind of just a general guide in case you want to know what quests and adventures await you. House for sale. Adventures. Okay. I'm not going to read through all of this just now, but it's nice to have that just as reference material. Okay, well, we're already here in Chorrol, so I figure let's go to Chorrol then. We can talk to some guilds, we can talk to some people, find quests, level up. Because the last thing I want to do is try and make my way to Martin right now, and I would just get bulldozed immediately in case he is in actual trouble. Also, yes, I know. I know what happens story-wise. I'm saying things because if anyone here doesn't know Oblivion or hasn't seen Oblivion before, and this is new to them, I'm not trying to give any spoilers. I'm trying to just play this from the perspective of a character who doesn't know what the hell is going on. Just so that people aren't like, hey, you said you know Oblivion. It's like, yes, I know Oblivion. This is for the people who might not.
Hey.
Hi, Mr. Hairy Legs.
What do you want?
I want some hairy legs. Tell me about Chorrol.
Chorrol's got plenty to eat and good thick walls, and that suits me fine. I don't know what's going on out there in the woods, and I don't need to.
Fair enough. Any rumors?
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits.
Well, that's where I'll be off to then.
Back to work for poor old Orgnolf.
Yep, you said it.